Oh, hey you. Wanna ride? Hi humans, Storytime is back, and if any here, I'm just a Brazilian man who's been trying to have some adventures while keep not being killed by stranger guys. So today's video I'm going to tell you a story that actually happened last week when I decided to get into a stranger's car. Because I'm wild, young, and free. Or just because my body is have some hormones that, I by now I could be married with kids, but I'm still going on adventures. So let's talk about it. So if any here, I'm a Brazilian man who's been trying to create this YouTube channel for a while. So if any here, please subscribe. This channel is full of stories and weird things. Some I wish I could hold myself a bit. So to start the story, I was last week. It's been super hot in my city. Actually, summer is over around here, and even though it's not summer anymore, here it's summer all year long. It's hot all the time. When people say tropical thing, it's just a bullshit. It's just summer, just super hot all the time. So my dog has a long hair like mine, and he's a super how can I say this, alive dog. He likes to play. When he sees water, he likes to jump on it. So because of the weather, he was suffering a lot. It's been hot a lot all the time. Not hot like me. I'm feeling ugly today. So what do you think? I'm just ugly today. Wait a second. And the weather wasn't that good for him, so I took him to have his hair done. And wanna go back to sleep? So back to the video. I took him to that place. It's actually a bit close from here, which was 20 minutes walking with him during summer. Carrying him all the way, I'm dying. And when I got in that place, I left him there because it would take a while. So I was going to go to the gym. So I was half naked and sexy that day because today I'm looking ugly. And while I was getting out of that place, there was this car on the street, and it was a really fancy car, which is stranger from the area I live. So of course it calls attention. I don't understand much about cars. I don't care much about cars, but of course when you see something different, it calls your attention. So I was walking to get my way to the gym, and that car, it was basically following me. And half of the time I don't notice I don't notice things that are happening around me because I'm just too much inside my head, too much inside my head and thinking about magical things that I didn't see that the car was basically following me. And normal kids would run, but I'm crazy. I'm crazy. If you see a stranger talking to you, just okay, I'll stop. But when I realized that the car was basically walking beside me, I just looked at the guy, and it was a blue-eyed guy. And again, I'm not really into guys with blue eyes, but it was something different from what I've been seeing in my real life. So I thought, okay, why not? Why not? Why not? I kept walking just to see if the guy was really kind of wanting something. Yes, it was the middle of the morning. It was probably 10 a.m. After 30 seconds, he called me, and I was okay, we don't know what's happening, but let's play along. So, and also that's not my first time. That's not my first time. I should start charging people for things because I would get some money out of it. And don't do it, kids. Don't do it. I look at him and just ask, hey, hi? basically just it. And he was like, he started like asking directions for a place that it was basically like 2 minutes by car to get there. And of course he was just asking for directions to see like my face closer and to see if I wanted something too, because you know, this is Brazil. This is dangerous for gay people. When you are flirting with someone, you just have to wait along and play a role until you realize that the person is gay too, because you can be killed. Also, I could be killed in that situation too, so who cares? So I look at him like, I can't do it right now, but I swear I gave like a sexy look, and basically in the car like this, my arms will bigger because I just look at him like, wow, you just have to go to this ride and straight up to the, like giving him directions to the place that it was basically there. I mean, you could really see it. And he asked, oh, and what about you? Where are you going? And I said, I'm going to the gym, and it is in this neighborhood. And he was like, oh, I'm going to this place that I asked for like direction, and after it I can take you there. Wanna ride? And in this moment the fun begins. So I thought that the fun was about to begin, but what happened, it was the worst thing that happened in my life. Jesus, what I get myself into situations that, okay. So basically I got into his car and he drove for 2 minutes to that place he was asking for directions. And he said, oh, before that I have to do a thing here about, actually he was going to buy some fruits to a thing that I discovered later what it was. He said, and I was like, okay, I can't wait to, just like 2 minutes and a thing, or what I thought. So he went to that place, he bought some fruits, we went back to the car, and he started like talking about something he was working on, like a big event, and he was kind of talking like I knew what he was talking about. So I was kind of, oh, this dude's really just giving me a ride. Not the ride I was expecting. So, yeah. And okay, at least I got a ride to the gym, which I don't like because I prefer to walk to the gym because it's a ride and exercise. But okay, he's giving me a ride. So I asked what the event was about, and when he started talking, it was just a weird thing, like a big birthday for someone who's famous or rich. I didn't understand much, but it was a big thing. So basically he was working on planning the event. At least that's what I thought in the beginning. But after like this small talk, he started driving again, and the things started, hands in those things, his hands in my things kind of getting out of the clothes. The process of flirting in a car before getting to a place to really do it. And he was driving. We of course got through my gym, and I was steering the car. So I was okay, where are we going? Like, we're going to do some things. But after like 5 minutes he started receiving calls, and that's where the strange part started, because he stopped like flirting and hands doing things, and started like talking with people on the phone. And I was okay, he's talking on the phone, we're getting to some place, we're going to do it. I mean, that day I was being like a saint for a month without doing anything, not even to myself, because I was putting my energy only on producing videos, only on doing things, and I'm highly sexual, and I was trying to hold that part of me to just like put my energy on other things, on work, and my mind in that moment was just wanting to, I wasn't even thinking straight. Of course, I'm not thinking straight all the time because I'm gay. Don't think straight, think gay. So, my mind wasn't in the right place at the moment. I was just thinking about, okay, I need to stop doing that. I'm so sorry you had to see that. Yeah. So, he was driving and on the phone, and in a moment, I was quiet on my phone. Okay, we're getting to some place, we're going to do some shit. Things are fine. I'm going to the gym after and then get back on getting my dog to chew our home. My puppy little dog. And okay, that's the schedule for today. When I got home, I started working. That's it. And before the calls, when we were flirting, he was like, "Oh, you have much to do today. I mean, your day is free." And I was like, wow, he probably wants to do it all day long. That's going to be awesome. No. No. So while he was like getting those calls and he was talking on the phone, I mean, people don't do it anymore like this. Like while he was talking on the phone, he grabbed like a piece of paper, a sheet of paper, I don't know how to say it, and give me a pen, and I was like, why are you giving me this? And he asked me to like note something he was like saying on the phone, and I was like, okay. I mean, someone asking for help for like, he's on a call, he can like write and drive at the same time. Actually, he shouldn't be on a call while driving. So okay, I don't want to die, so I will make the notes, like 5 seconds probably, and I started writing down the things, and I was like, okay. He finished the call, and I'm crazy. He finished the call, and he started talking with me like I was working for him. And he started talking about people, like the other people who were working on that party, on that birthday, and on planning it. He was talking with me like I knew those people. Also, he was talking with me like I was part of the team that was working on that thing. And in that moment, I was like, okay, this dude doesn't want anything. He's probably hiring me for a job and I don't even know about it. I mean, I got a job without noticing it. I mean, don't go in strangers' cars because you probably get a job out of it. I mean, it was strange, and my face, it was changing. I mean, at this moment, I was like, what the heck is happening here? I mean, what's going on? I mean, I was half naked like 12 minutes ago, and now a guy is talking about a work thing like I knew what he was talking about, and I was like, is he my boss? Did I get a job without noticing? Is he a sugar daddy, like trying something? Because maybe, I don't know. And it was strange because he was like receiving and making some calls, and he was talking with me like I knew what he was talking about, and kind of like I was part of the group who was working on that party, that event. I was like, I just wanted to relieve the tension. I mean, what's happening? And how much I'm getting out of it? I'm working on it. And I was like, what's happening? Also, while I was thinking those things, and it was like, what is happening? He was still driving. Were getting someplace, and I was like, dude, are we going to stop to do things or? And at this moment, I was no. I'm going to stay in the car because I want to know what's going to happen just to make a video about it. Because at this moment, I didn't want anything anymore. Because the guy just started flirting to talk about his job, but not a talk like, oh, I did that in my job, but just like, you know what Giovanna did like last week? I mean, she's playing something, and I was like, okay, what I have to do with this? So I was basically being hired for a job without knowing or getting paid. And he basically grabbed his phone and gave it to me, and he was like, oh, send a message to, I don't remember the name of the guy right now, let's invent. Send a message to John and saying that we are going to cancel whatever. And I was like, what? I really just like, what's happening? And he started like laughing and like put like his hand on my body, and it was like, oh, you're a sexy assistant. And I was like, I started like, I don't know if you're going to get it, but he started talking about his job like I was part of it. And now he gave me his phone to like send a message to someone canceling something, and I was like, no, what's happening? What's happening? And he touched my body. Of course, we're flirting, and I was half naked like in this moment, like 20 minutes ago. But at this moment, after the talk about job, and I was just like, what is happening? I was just there to know what's going to happen just to make a video. In that moment, I just wanted to make a video about it. And he passed his hand over my body, and my body just reacted like it was really my boss touching my body, and I was like, you shouldn't touch my body. I'm working for you. My mind just was crazy in that moment. And that's what my body felt. It was just strange because I got into his car to have something, and he started like progressively and slowly kind of putting me in, his work. And I was like, and he called me his sexy assistant, and I was like, dude, what the fuck's happening? I just want to have sex. I don't even want to talk with you. I don't want to talk with you. Because at first, okay, we need to have to make this stop here before we do some things. And I was like, okay, 5 minutes, 20 seconds, that's alright. I don't have nothing to do in this morning because I'm waiting my dog to be done. And I'm going to the gym, so I don't have much to do, so let's do something. And okay, 5 minutes, and while he was driving and talking about his work like I was part of it, my mind just like stopped it, like cut down, like closed the door to that sexual part, and just got into a part that this is not happening. I need to leave this just to tell the story. You know, sometimes when you're living through something weird that it's not bad, at least it's not bad, it's not good, it's just super weird that you just keep going to see what's going to happen, like out of curiosity, and also to have a fun story to tell later. And I was texting like my lesbian friend and saying, you don't know what just happened, I'm a whore, but not the kind I was expecting to become. And what? He touched me, like calling his sex assistant. My body just did it. Okay, I'm here to know what's happening, but and in that moment he stopped the car in a parking lot, And I was, okay, we got into a hotel, into a motel, into something to have some action. But the sexual part, it was already closed. So I was basically just going to say bye, get an Uber, and just go away. I have my story. I had a really crazy ride, not the one I was expecting. And I was going to get to the gym and get my dog and get home. But you don't know what happened in this moment. He stopped the car and I was expecting like some action, some things. We were in a parking lot. Are we going to some place? No. Basically, like really big place in my country. Actually, I think there are in every state. There are basically huge places where they sell fruits and some handmade things. And actually fruits, vegetables, plants, everything. And we stopped at a place, and when I looked outside the car, because while we were driving, my mind was just, Jesus, I have to remember every detail of this story to tell you later. But when we stopped, I started looking around, and it was in this big place called Feta. I'll put a picture. Yeah, that's the place. That's basically a huge place where people just sell fruits and seafood and like those red dry shrimp that I can't even breathe because my allergies. And basically it smells disgusting. And I started looking around and what the and we were already yet inside the car and I was looking around and I thought, what the fuck is happening? I mean, are we going to do it like in front of the shrimp? I mean, it's already dead, but weird. And also there are a lot of people here. What the fuck are we doing here? And basically he got like this big notebook with a lot of things he needed to do, and he started like pointing it to me, and it was like, oh, we already did that, we need to do this, and basically things he needed to do for his work. But he was saying like, we, who is we? He and a ghost, basically, probably. Okay, he and me? No, dude, I just got into the car to have some action. I mean, you promised me a ride. The funny one, please. And of course, the sexual door was already closed, and it is in this moment, I was just I look at him and he was like pointing the things that we should do during the day, and he was like, oh, that's so good, you're free today. And I was like, I was free? Again, let's go back to the beginning. I was free in the morning to do sexual things. Things kids can do. Things you only can do when you are 24 years old and you got in a stranger's car. I mean, if you are on a road in the middle of the night and a truck stops, you would imagine something happening. Of course, it wasn't this happening, but almost the same thing. It wasn't in the middle of the day, but you got it. And, I mean, you're expecting something. We played, things here. Let's get it done. In this moment, I didn't want it, but... Okay, but coming back to the beginning, I was like, dude, I was free during the morning, just to do like 18 plus things, not working for some guy for free. But in this moment, okay, while I was in the car, I was like, no, I need to know what's happening here. I need to know the end of the story. Also because while he was like making the calls, I was just listening to it and I was like, no way she did that. No, it was basically gossip. I was in the car, like, doing nothing. It was okay. Except the part he asked me for do notes. And I was like, what the fuck? And at this moment in the car, I was like, I just said, what? But in Portuguese. And he basically answered, yes, but it's not much. We're probably going to finish by the end of the day. And we can have some fun. And he touched me again and I was like, no. And when I said no, he was basically like, okay, already leaving the car. I grabbed my things, I got out of the car. I just looked at him and I was like, no, I'm going to have a fight in this place. I'm going to have a fight in that's not happening. I mean, I'm in the other side of my city, which is a big city. So I live here, I was there. Literally. And I was like, no, 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 no. In this moment, I was like, no, no. My hair is a mess. Don't look at my hair. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird today. And my hair is like super dark blue. What do you think? In this moment, I said, no, 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 no. I was here on the car just to see what's going to happen. But actually, I was right. He just wanted someone to work for him for free. And also, the sexual part, the sexual things that he said in the end, it kind of became disgusting. And he was kind of cute in the beginning, but you know when someone's cute but say stupid things and you kind of, I mean, the person just got like super ugly, like me. Every time I open my mouth, I get uglier. So we were at this big place. And wanna come? So we were at this big place, and I saw, oh, maybe I'm going to buy a plant because they were selling some plants, and I bought like a purple pepper plant. That was hard to say. And I basically look at him. I was about to fight when he started. Not fight, but argue. I was about to say, Junior, what the fuck is wrong with you? And what? You think? I was about to argue with him. I was about to say like a lot of crazy things, but he started like. I mean, he looked at like a place like selling shrimp. Yes, like dry shrimp, like. Open to bacteria and everything, just disgusting. And he looked at me and he basically said, oh, you think this one is a good size for the event? And that's in this moment I just look at him and I was with my bag and I was and I just left. I just look at him like, turn around and laugh because I was going to argue, but I was like, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck's wrong with you? I literally just, and I just laughed, and it was like a straight line, so I was literally just walking like this. You know when you can't like hide your feelings from your face. And I wasn't angry, I wasn't sad, I was sexually frustrated, of course. But I was just like, this is not happening. I mean, I'm dreaming. Am I dreaming? Am I on drugs? I mean, no. What's happening? My face was just like, I look at him like, and then I just like walked straight out of that place. Not straight, I mean, I walked gay. And I look at the lady that was buying some plants. I bought like a purple pepper plant and I was like, what's happening? She was like, are you alright? Are you lost? And I was like, no, I'm okay, I think. I don't know. And I was going to call an Uber, but a bus just came to the place. Here in my city, you can go everywhere just by taking a bus. And I was like, I grabbed my plant. I paid for my plant. I went inside the bus. I seated on the bus, and I was like, what's happening? Am I drugged? Where am I? And in this moment, I realized you can't be like over a month without doing things with your body because your head just gets crazy. until now, I don't. That guy, I don't know if he's crazy, or he just have a sense of reality, or anything. Because, dude, what the, what? And the moment in the car when we walked at the parking lot, and he had like this list on the notebook, like, we're going to do this, we already done that, we need to do this, this, and that. And I was like, this is a joke. Of course there is a camera in the car, someone's filming for TV. No, I mean, that's a prank, of course it's a prank. I mean, it could be a sexual prank, because I could be at least naked, it would be more fun. But I was like, no, it's a prank. He can't be serious. Someone's not that. No. Nah. I mean, dude, you could like just kidnap me and torture me and kill me. It would be just like more believable. And when I was about to argue with him, and I just left, I couldn't even like be angry about it. I was just like, what on earth? So that was this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you could like understand it and maybe explain it to me, because I still didn't get the why. I mean, he wanted some help, and he used like his body. Oh, that's actually smart. But he didn't have like that hot body. He was just cute a bit. I'm more cuter, and I'm ugly today. I mean, I don't understand. Just explain to me, and tell me I'm cute today because I'm feeling ugly. Also, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Please like this video. If you don't like it, dislike the video, because that helps a lot, even when you like the video. And comment below what you think. Comment below explaining me what the fuck, I don't know. So, and if you want to support me or this channel is a super project in my life right now. And if you want to help or support this channel, there is always a PayPal link on the description where you can help me. So, let's do it. Bye, I'll see you in the next video, or the next time I get to into a stranger's car, and it's just another job. I mean, why? What? Why? So, bye, love you, and don't get into a stranger's car, kids. I'm strong enough to defend myself. No, I'm not really. I'm just horny. Bye. Woo. And yes, I'm half naked.